Welcome back. More Valorant coverage happening right here on the channel. Make sure you hit like, share, subscribe. We've got interviews all week with the Valorant pros that could be heading to Berlin to compete. Right now, we've got Shanks on the line. He's from Rise. What's going on, man?
Man, plus the Sentinels, it's all good. It's all good.
It's tough, but before we get into that, I want to just shout you out. You are one of only 10 Canadian players in this tournament right now. And I wanted to give you a little shout out because it's really interesting and fun to be able to have some Canadian people that might be able to represent NA over in Berlin. Have you considered at all, how it feels to possibly be representing the country?
Honestly, like all of that, like it hasn't crossed my mind yet. Just playing pro is just like I feel like I'm just only playing a game, you know what I mean? I'll just come in, play the game, and it's just that. Whatever happens. That's
the mentality you got to take in, especially like coming against Sentinels in the first round. Let's be frank, sucks. Like it's not fun to have to be like, oh, we get to go against Shazam and Sick right now. Awesome. Like, how did you guys prepare to be able to come in today? Like, what's the mood on the team like?
Honestly, we rather play Sentinels than Envy right now. In my head, I feel like Envy, after the Ye pickup, I feel like Envy is probably like, I think Envy's the best right now. Honestly,
Same.
I think Envy's the best right now. So we wanted to play against Sentinels. I've played against Sentinels before multiple times. So like I kind of understand like how they like want to play the game. So like, honestly, first map, we experimented on Breeze. Like that was like the first time we ever played Breeze in an official. We wanted like, give him a curveball. Didn't work out at all. Map 2, we played confident, and then map 3, I don't know. We got iced, I guess.
Well, one of the things that you really saw, I think, in map 2 was not being afraid to take those pushes, especially on B site. You guys were really not like waiting for the plant. Like you'd be ready to contest as soon as they were getting in there for those retakes.
Yeah, I totally agree with you.
Like what was the difference you think between map 1 and map 2? Is it just a mental thing?
I believe it's a mental thing because sometimes on our team, like all of us will have a bunch of energy. We'll come into the game hot, and all of us are locked in. And then sometimes we'll go into a game and just like we'll have a slow start, and then we'll be like, guys, like come on, like we need to wake up, like let's focus up. But usually if we start off the game hot, then I feel like we're always gonna win the game.
And I think it's got to feel good too to be like the team that's here to surprise, like looking at the list of teams, you've got Xset, you've got FaZe Clan, you've got Sentinels, you got 100 Thieves, and not to dog Rise or anything, but it's not like a household. You guys aren't selling 5,000 jerseys every single day. Like, would you rather be in an underdog position here, or would you rather be the team that everybody's kind of afraid of?
Honestly, I like being the underdog because no one really knows what to expect from you guys. And like I've been the underdog since like I joined this team. When we joined this team, we were ranked 50 in North America. No one expected us to be doing any of the things that we're doing right now. And it just shows that like anything can happen in this game. Just grind, put the work in.
Yeah, and I appreciate you wanting to play the team you think is the best right now. Like a lot of players would shirk. They'd be like, yeah, give me the easiest way in. I want to play the people that, have lost their main guys. Like, is that kind of like your guys' attitude? Like, are you ready to just fight anybody on site, whatever, wherever?
Honestly, in this game, I just feel like anybody in the server can be the best player like any round because I feel like this game, like the skill ceiling is like it's not as high as like other games like Counter-Strike and stuff. So I feel like I don't know, like we can beat any team and any team can beat us, and that's how it works in this game. I feel like if that happens for all the top 8 teams, I feel like any team can beat each other right now.
Well, especially because like I've been doing a lot of these interviews since like First Strike essentially. And outside of maybe Sentinels, like most teams have cycled through, like there's ups, there's downs. Some months it's like, oh my God, they're unstoppable. And in other months it's like, what the hell happened to them? Do you think that you guys are starting to find your groove to really be consistent like that? Like, what do you think it takes to be consistent in Pro
think
Valorant?
after every single one of our matches, we learn a lot from every single one of our matches. Like right after this interview, our whole team, we're probably going to go in a server and rewatch the matches and see what we did wrong, because like we all like you have to actually go into the server and see what you did wrong, other than just being like, oh yeah, I should have done this instead.
Yeah.
And then when you do it with your entire team, like every day is just about getting better and better and better. And we feel like after playing against Sentinels today, we feel like we've gotten way better as a team, just like mentally as well.
And especially because you guys still have matches to be able to go on here and still be able to head to Berlin and whatnot. Like looking a little bit forward, how would you say NA is positioned against the kind of the rest of the world, essentially? Like all these other regions that are going to be competing, do you feel like if you can make it at NA, you can make it anywhere?
Honestly, I feel like if we went to Berlin, like I think we'd like all the NA teams would beat all of the EU teams right now. Like I watch the EU teams and I just feel like they try to do too much. They're not like reactive enough. They're not like react.
They're literally CSGO teams. You know what I mean? Like they just want to sit
Yeah.
and hold angles oh, they're gonna plant. Just gotta wait for a retake. Like it's very
Yeah.
boring, and that's why I like
Yeah,
watching
and like
NA.
sometimes like you just gotta like have like that read and like be confident in yourself to make the read.
Yeah.
Like even if it's like a solo play, like if they're like say like on Ascent, they're all fighting mid, like you can just dash out A as Jet, take A, close the door.
And
And like plays like that win you the game instead of just like holding and just like you can default every round, but like you just gotta like have like good plans and know what to do.
Yeah,
And switch it up.
I think one of the other things too that's really crazy is the last time that I was here doing interviews with players, it was in the middle of the Astra meta, right? Like you had
Yeah.
to sit, you had to wait, and you're baiting out all the util for the first minute and a half of every single round. How does the game feel right now to you? Do you feel like you're able to take those, those dashes, you're able to get those quick reads up mid and just be like, yo, go?
Honestly, playing Valorant, every single game you play, every single match you play is completely different because every team they have like they're gonna have different comps, right? So like even if they have Astra, they might have Viper as well. So you can't really go through all of the util. So like honestly, I like how the game's going right now. I like the more default meta instead of like when the game first came out, it was like breach flash dash and everyone was just rushing. Everyone was just rushing in beta. And I feel like it's like getting better, like the gameplay.
Yeah, well, hey,
And teams are starting to like use their utility way better, like every team.
you guys use some great utility. I'm really excited to see what you're able to do here in this next match. Shanks, thanks so much for hanging out with us. I'm really excited to see Rise, and especially a team that's able to represent, one of the not ginormous orgs. I'm always going to root for an underdog, man.
All right, man. I appreciate you. This was a great interview. You're the best weird beard.
I'll take it. I'll take it.